I have to change gears in this. I forgot about that. Last track we raced at was McCool Junction, which is a little bit bigger track. Some call it a half mile, some call it just a big 3/8. And we're going to Columbus tonight, or US 30 Speedway, that has, they are a 3rd mile track, so it's a little bit smaller. Go down in gear. Historically speaking, Columbus is usually pretty slick, dry slick, which I prefer. But so the more slick it would get, the further deeper we'd go in gear. I did race the sport mods before, and I just moved up, wanted maybe a little bit of challenge. Definitely got it. It's a lot tougher to come by wins in this class than sport mods. Racing the A mod versus the sport mods, I mean, everyone's just in control of their car most of the time, you know. It's easier to race with guys, easier to, you know, pass and get passed by guys. I used to race against my brother pretty much 3 days a week, which is how much we raced. So we saw each other everywhere we went because we went there with each other. The Pink Panther is kind of a tradition, I guess, with our family. The 16 one was always pink. So my dad liked that car when they used to go, when they were kids and they'd go to the races, so he made his cars pink. I mean, we definitely have gotten away from all the pink, but we still have the Pink Panther, so that's kind of my dad's nickname. And my dad's gonna race tonight. It's 41st year this year. I don't have to race against my dad as much this year because he races 2 classes. He runs this car, the modified, and then he runs his late model over there too, that he runs that more than he runs the modified. Columbus is probably one of the main tracks I've raced my entire career. Been here since I was a kid watching my dad race. The track historically is dry, slick, and smooth. I already went and looked at the track and it's looking to be dry, slick, and smooth. My buddy usually does this stuff, but he's not here, so I guess I get to do it myself. My buddy TREVOR FOZZARD, he usually takes care of all the torquing the lugs and setting air pressure and fuel and a lot of different stuff, so I can kind of focus more on the setup of the car, so makes it a lot easier on a guy. Probably should have changed these tires, put some other tires on for now. These are the tires I had last week. They were brand new last week for one night, so I'm going to go ahead and put a different set on just so I don't burn up a good set in the heat race. Last week at McCool Junction, I got my first win, starting 8th, so they always say the first one's the hardest to get, so hopefully the next ones come easy. I actually feel more relaxed now that I've got a win under my belt, because before it was kind of like I'm just this field-filling car that just, you know, is out here. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been getting top 5s and stuff, but it's not, you're never satisfied until you get the win. I don't know, I feel a little bit more comfortable and just, I can trust the car more. I can go out and drive it like I have, and like it's just natural. The track's already slick, so, or getting there anyway, so we might need to throw something more at it now. I don't have as much side bite as I'd like to have. Did you watch hot laps? What'd you think?
You weren't no different than anybody else out there.
I felt like the back end wanted to go up the track to me. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but granted it could have been greasy, whatever, but or it's just slick, I don't know, or both. Mixture of both. I don't know, it's kind of slimy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a little bit, but I still feel like my car's doing the same thing where like in the middle, like it almost doesn't want to turn. It just seems like it makes it tight across the center. If you can stay in the gas, it'll keep it turning, but if you have to get out of the gas, it wants to drive straight.
I do this a lot. I overthink it, and then I just like either just tweak something that probably didn't do anything, or I just run it the way it is. I haven't ran the setup a lot of times and consistently, you know, and so I haven't known what it's going to do at every single track. I've ran it basically at one track quite a few times, but I just need to get more consistent with the setup. It'll be dry. There won't be any moisture left by the time I get out there, so where the last heats usually. It's nice though, because the heat race will be kind of a similar texture as the feature will be, so once it gets slick, it ain't gonna get any slicker, so we'll just have to find something to make it stick a little better, and we go one step there, and if it isn't enough, we'll go another step for the feature, and hopefully it'll be enough.
Here we go. 8 cars, 8 laps.
Yeah, I think we might have went a little too far for the heat race from hot laps, but it should be pretty good for the feature.
It went okay. I still don't have the side bite I need, so I mean, it was good getting in the corner. I just didn't have a lot off the corner, so need to make some adjustment there. Definitely have to figure something out for the feature, but I think we're going in the right direction, and just always need a little more, a little something more. So, and what did you think?
No, didn't have a lot of drive.
Getting in really good, I felt like, and then in the middle, it'd snap in the middle and just be sideways off.
Yeah.
Gotta see him down here. He's got fries going out of here galore. They got the burgers charring up. They got the bratwurst. They got the hot dogs. Look at them go.
Got some big adjustments going into.
Probably should have. I don't know what to do though. You tell me, what should I change? We're all buddies here, and we all kind of, you know, we talk and share, you know, different tips here and there. But I mean, for the most part, I mean, we're pretty kind of more like, hey, what's going on? The track's pretty good, you know. Give each other crap here and there. Oh, better not get in my way. Better not brake check me. Whatever.
Racing with your dad and your brother, what's that like?
It's challenging, I say at times. You always are cautious when you get close to them, around them, because you don't want to, you know, screw them up, you know, or that way. Honestly, when I raced with my brother in the sport mod, I was better off when he wasn't racing with me. I could concentrate on what I was doing and run my own stuff and not have a care in the world and just kind of race my race, where even like every time the yellow comes out, you're like, oh, I hope that wasn't my brother, or I hope that wasn't my dad, or whatever, you know. More drive off the corner is the plan. By the time you get the setup right, you shouldn't even need a driver. The thing should drive itself. Well, what are you doing? Speed Secrets over here? My entire life, that's all I've done is come to the races with my dad. I probably take it for granted, to be honest with you. I mean, it's easy for me to go run over and ask my dad a question or ask my brother a question, or, you know, vice versa. It's easy for them to do the same, and we kind of help each other out as much as we can. We bond a lot through this stuff. Not really at the track as much. At the track, it's kind of business, but, you know, in the shop, at home, talk about it. I don't think about it until once I get in the seat and strapped in and everything, and I'm sitting there. Before I pull out on the track, then mind starts rushing. What's going to happen? When you start third row outside, what are you going to do in the first corner? You kind of know the guys around you. You got to know what they're going to do a little bit just from racing them in the past. You try to pre-plan and get into the first corner, and then usually it doesn't go that way, and then you get out, and then you get there, and you're like, well, that was different.
Wasn't too bad. The track's real slick, and didn't get any caution, so we got kind of spread out and hard to pass cars, but overall it wasn't too bad.
I didn't think the car was that bad. It just kind of hard to pass on such a slick track. I usually try to work around the track a lot, and I mean I didn't work around it a ton. Obviously there's not that much place to go. Run right through the middle or so. Kind of I went a little bit lower, went higher, and it just wasn't a lot of difference anywhere I went, it seemed like. So I don't know, got some work to do, but every night's a learning experience. You learn more that way about what you did, you know, what it did to your car and stuff. So we have room to improve. Just got to massage our way to it. We'll go to Beatrice tomorrow and see if we can get better.